All right, we're back. Week 5. He's already waiting. He already sent the invite. So let's just go ahead and jump straight into it. I think he's still waiting on me. It's gonna be fun. Might be a little fun.
This Bills just of 80,000 come out in very good today at FedEx in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ooh, this lag.
Now Hall to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right.
Come on, catch it,
knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I don't know what happened there, but hey.
Clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
All right, let me see if I pause it, would it fix itself. No?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at about the 32. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And some room to work. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 36-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Come on.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They run again with Harris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Hal throwing on 3rd down here. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They want me to go
so they'll
forward.
get 8 out of that completion.
Especially with this leg. But I'm playing safe. Somewhat safe. Let's see how
Field
bad
goal unit and Joey
is this
Sly
leg.
now. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
From way up at the 23.
There you
and
go,
out a
boy.
little
Make that
across the
tackle.
25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you
Good
that they
run.
touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Hey. Come on.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Murray.
Come on, catch it.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Green.
Murray now. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. The 30.
Let's go.
10, 5, and he will bring this one back.
Let's go.
An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season in a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks, tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Sly is good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Our defense, let's
So
keep
an
it
early
up. Let's keep it
10-0
up.
lead for them now as they kick it away. From way up at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Murray going to throw.
Good throw.
Gets it out wide to Davis Price. Finding room at midfield.
Good throw.
And he'll have
That
it
was my
past
man,
midfield
too.
almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That was my man,
That
too.
one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Murray now on first down.
Come on, catch the ball.
Almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Come on.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Good job.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And getting up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? What play did I pick? I don't know what that was about. Not this one. My bad. That sucks, so. Now watch. He finna come out, whole totally different game plan. He finna go up 30. Like, wow. Just my luck, right? Oh my goodness. You tell him to resend it. Hey man, Bulls on the road. We got to try to continue that. Let me see. Let me do it this way. Okay. Let's try this again.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch run. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he has a big gain inside 40 before being dropped. Catch and 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Straight ahead is Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Play fake. Murray on the move to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Here's Murray, sets to throw it.
Out of bounds.
It's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the other day they told... And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
That was only 1 foot, Brody.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Yeah, because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example, kind of attitude you have to have. The defensive back. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Got his target, Samuel.
Great
He's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive
Come on, Julio.
Down to the 41.
Pick up 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any steps. Get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the Powell.
Good pick.
Looking for the
bad pass.
This is intercepted.
That was good pick, bad pass.
Johnson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gets through it. And some space here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, right back to Hall. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all. They'll have to for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray.
Oh, come on. Let me
It's
jump.
Mike Williams.
Let me
And they're going to have
jump.
another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Give to Hall running right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they do the 2nd and 6. Murray now to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll make it 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Go on, hurt.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
I knew that was going to happen.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We end up having turnovers all of a sudden.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Come on, what is that?
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was holding or something.
Beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the draw. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing here, Howell. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Howell to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it out of the backfield, you're expecting him to create something more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to a okay gain.
On second down, this is Harris. Works his way inside the 30
face mask.
To pick up a 4.
How?
Yeah, so they get that
and it was
Charles on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that you can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Another throw for Howell. Looking for Dodson, and he's got him.
Great catch, boy.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they run with Harris off the option.
Let's go.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Damian Harris with his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tie ball game. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off the last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That's taken in by Duvernay. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski.
Why he get off that block like that?
But, boy, he's playing really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That's a nice
Couldn't
job
set up
there
the block.
defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Harris running straight ahead.
Get that first.
And he's able to pick up the first
Good
down
job,
here
boy.
before he goes down at the 26.
Good blocking, everybody.
2 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. The execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On the give, this is Harris.
Just fall
And
forward.
he's going to be met at the line of
Just
scrimmage
fall
and taken
forward.
down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. Exactly right.
Back to throw, Howell. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Man, he could have picked up that block.
Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
We need that thing to pop out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, try and work their way in field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
Thank you.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
On first down, Howell. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and wide.
Did he get
catch
first?
there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
I did not try to do that.
Finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Howell throwing on first down here. And this throw will be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime.
And it's crazy. He hit me as I was letting it go. That release is so slow.
We'll down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our eSports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Just outside the goal line.
Oh, come on, 24. Why you had to be there?
Just shy of the 30-yard line.
I just knew I was about to take off. I just knew I was about to take off.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because loose with the ball could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we have to dial things back a little bit.
Got it. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Howell. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He's able to keep the feet inbounds. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have the ball deep downfield, big, and there's right there.
Now a first carry for Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The ball over 50 yards between this play and the last last one. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They stay on the ground again. It's Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Al down to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He'll decide to keep this once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
He was not fooled. Not at all. Oh, why he ain't hit me?
This one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
I did not want to kick it to him.
This one fielded at the 5.
I did not want to kick it to him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He gets this one to Davis Price.
I thought we was going to get that.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 31, Murray. This pass out wide to Hall. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, great.
Williams brings it in.
grapevine.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Omaha, 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 Omaha.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. They'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown!
Really?
Gerald Everett
With a manual
from
do.
13 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now I got to burn the timeout.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Come on,
all things
man.
considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 29, Powell. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
Good first.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Hal. Jones has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated then Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. An option handoff given to Harris.
Good run,
He'll
boy.
be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. First down, and they go back to Harris. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now Howell. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Crazy that they just let him hold on to my
first of their
person like
timeouts.
that.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tressway now. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get
I thought he was going to
first.
stay with him, y'all.
A big breakdown defensively
stay
there
with
on the
him.
fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense.
Thank you. Let's go.
And he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Now look at this. They get
I
the
knew
ball,
it.
and
He knew it.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They be getting it,
Washington
but they be
kick team
it,
back out there now as they will send this one away.
Stay in. Stay in.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Paul ought to give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A give running right is Hall.
I don't know what's up with all this
At the
stuttering.
48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll go again with Hall. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Come on. Hey. Go.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to rise up and overcome it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Call it both ways, man.
Swim.
They'll give to Hall. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
That's one. Big
To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught.
I don't know how
and he'll be
he got
taken
so
down, but
open.
he does have 1st down yardage. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one?
I can't even stop the clock because of
bends it to the corner.
all those doggone
timeouts. And they turn that one into a big play.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond.
Great catch.
That's just terrific situational football.
You did what you needed to do.
This one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here.
Now we're going to see
go for 2.
it's that 10-point lead meant anything. Probably not right.
Murray to throw. Flush, and he's going to go down.
Probably not right.
So a sack on a 2-point try.
No. That's up to the committee to decide.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
It would have been a totally different game if I ain't had to waste those 2 timeouts at the half.
Powell to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout.
That was a great catch.
So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Don't do it.
And now it all rests on
Why
the
you
right
have to do
foot
that,
of their
bro?
kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winner.
I'll be so mad if I miss this. And now freaking
His
missed
kick
it.
is no good. Oh, by the
bro.
slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
That's so...
And this stadium just fell silent in a hurry.
Crowd was ready to
Good game,
erupt,
bro.
weren't they? But guess what? That chance to win one here, to steal one in the final seconds,
I was
goes
wrong.
away.
So this one's over.
I
It's
was
in the win
wrong.
column for the LA Chargers. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body
Good game,
time
bro.
and your body
I got
clock
wrong.
different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time.
Dang.
Every piece of information we
can't
got
believe
was
we missed
East
that
Coast
field
Standard
goal.
Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
I can't believe we missed that. That was terrible. That was terrible. Oh. I can't believe we lost that game. And I didn't do my breakout. Oh well. Well, that concludes this week. Let's see what the schedule look like. Next game be against Dallas and then the Eagles. Division games. I am. Oh no, y'all. My bad. Oh, y'all won. But we gonna call it. Until next time, y'all. We gone.